Hare Krishna, welcome everyone to our Srimad Bhagavatam review class. We'll begin with our prayers. Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamsha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitamsha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpade Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namosute तप्त कांचना गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामी नितिनामिने नमस्ते सारस्वती देवी गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देश तारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैता गदाधार श्रीवासदि गौर भक्तवृंद हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे. Hare Krishna, welcome everyone. We are discussing from the 8th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam and we are discussing the wonderful pastime of Samudra Manthan. And we saw yesterday how Parikshit Maharaj, when Shukdev Goswami, he described 5th and 6th Manvantars to Parikshit Maharaj, and he described that how in the Chakshusha Manu, the Amsha avatar of the Supreme Lord was Ajita, and he helped in churning of the milk ocean, and also as Kurma, he gave support to the Mandara mountain. So hearing this, Parikshit Maharaj became inquisitive. He wanted to know about the pastime of Samudra Manthan. And then, it is described by Shukdeva Goswami that how once Durvasa Muni, he gave his garland to Indra, but Indra, out of his, impudence, he put that garland on the head of Eravat. Eravat, he did not know, being an animal, the importance of garland. He crushed that garland, smashed it with his feet. As a result, Durvasa Muni, he became very, very angry, and he cursed Indra that you, along with the three worlds, will lose their opulence. As a result of that, the demigods, they lost the fight, which happened later after demons. They came to know that the demigods, they had already become powerless because they were cursed by Durvasa Muni. So they attacked, and very easily they conquered the demons, conquered the devatas. Devatas, they went to Brahmaji and asked for help. What should we do now? So Brahmaji, he took all the devatas to the ocean of milk, Shvetadvipa, offered beautiful prayers, and Supreme Lord, he appeared. And he gave a plan how you can conquer the devata, how you can conquer the demigods. And he told them that you make a truce with the demons because now they are more powerful. Accept whatever proposal they make. Make Mandara mountain as a pivot, Vasuki as a rope, and you churn this ocean of milk. As a result of that, nectar will come. And I will help you in all the circumstances. So the devatas, they followed. They went to Bali Maharaj, and Bali Maharaj also, he agreed because Lord told them, you follow snake mouse logic. You take the help of the demons, and then when the nectar comes, you will get the nectar, and with that nectar you can defeat the demons. So all the devatas and the demons, they started the process. They uprooted the Mandar mountain. They were bringing, but this Mandar mountain, it was so heavy that it fell off. They could not carry it any further. Then Supreme Lord himself appeared along on the back of Garuda. He lifted the entire mountain with just one hand and put it on the back of Garuda, and then climbed on the Garuda himself also and brought the mountain to the place where churning was about to happen. And when they reached that place, Lord Vishnu, he told Garuda that now you please leave immediately, because Vasuki had to be brought there, and Vasuki is a natural food for Garuda. So Vasuki may not like to come there, he may become fearful. So then Garuda left. So this is what we discussed. And now the next chapter, 7th chapter starts. So in this 7th chapter, now we'll be seeing that how Lord Vishnu, he performs multiple roles in this Samudra Manthan. So the demons and the devatas, they summoned Vasuki, and they assured Vasuki that if you come, because nobody does something if he does not get anything in return. So the demons and the devatas, they assured Vasuki that if you help us in this Manthan, Samudra Manthan, you will also get your share of nectar. So then Vasuki agreed, he came, and then Lord Ajita himself, he was taking the charge from the side of the devatas. He grasped the front portion of Vasuki, and the demons, they were given the tail part. Demons, they started protesting. They thought, these devatas, they are thinking themselves to be more powerful. They are thinking themselves to be more on a higher position. But we are highly educated, we have more power, we are greater in our birth and in our activities. Prakhyat janam karma bhi, we are far more superior than the devatas. How impudent are these devatas? They are giving us the tail part and they are holding the front part. So we want to hold the front part, and they protested. They thought tail is inauspicious. So that is the nature of the demons. They will always oppose the devatas. Whatever devatas do, they will always think, no. We want to do that. They are always against the devatas. So actually, Krishna, Supreme Lord, he thought it wise to catch hold of the dangerous part of the Vasuki, because he knew in the future what is going to happen. And he wanted that demons should not suffer. Therefore, he himself grasped the front portion of Vasuki. But demons, they could not understand this. They started protesting. So therefore, they are saying, Vyaya Swadhyaya Shruta Sampanna. We are highly educated, we are learned, and we are Prakhyata Janma Karma bhi. We are having high birth, we have high, very good, auspicious activities. If one is educated, Prabhupada writes in the purport, if one is highly educated, if one is knowledgeable, he has the knowledge of all the Vedas, the ultimate goal of all the knowledge of the Vedas is Vedesha Sarvair Ahameva Vidyaha. If somebody does not render service to Krishna after reading all the Vedas, then all the knowledge of the scriptures, all the mundane material education is of no use. That is called Shrama Evahi Kevalam. If somebody is not using his propensities, his qualifications, his, whatever opulence he has, whatever powers he has in service of the Lord, a demon is never glorified because he never serves Krishna. So therefore, even if a demon is very well educated, they are not glorified in the assembly of the pious people. So that's why, Bhagavatam says that only devotees can have good qualities. Yasyasti bhaktir bhagavate yakinchana sarvair gunais tatra samasate surah harava bhaktasya kuto mahadgunah manorathena sati dhavato bahi. Even if the demons, even if the non-devotees, they show some of the godly qualities, Bhagavatam straightforwardly reject all these qualities, saying that demons and non-devotees, they cannot have good qualities because they are not taking shelter of Krishna. Whatever qualities they are showing, that is very short-lived. So therefore, the demons, they are started protesting that we want the front portion. Lord Ajita, he smiled. When he saw this, he heard this foolish proposal of the demons, he smiled at them because he knew what is going to happen in the future. And then, demigods, they very peacefully, calmly accepted the proposal of the demons. They gave the front part to all the demons to hold, and they caught hold of the tail. And then the churning began. As the churning began, Mandar mountain, it was so very heavy. It was mountain made of gold, not stone. So because the mountain was so very heavy, as the churning started, the mountain started sinking into the ocean. It did not have any support. So therefore the mountain started sinking. The demons and the devatas, when they saw this, they became completely disturbed and distressed. They became completely disappointed because they had endeavored a lot to make all these arrangements, and now the Mandara mountain was sinking. Hindrances will always be there in the practice of Krishna consciousness. Hindrances are imposed upon everyone. Nobody can say problems will not come in our life. All the problems are given by the providence. And how providence works? According to our actions. Whatever actions we do, we make a particular type of karma, and the karmic reaction has to come. So therefore a devotee is never disturbed in whatever circumstances come. He is always having one thing in mind. Tattenu kampam sushamikshamano bhunjanu evatam kritam vipakam ridvagva purbhir vidhan namaste jivetayo mukti pade sadai bhak. This one verse is a very, very important verse. Prabhupada has quoted this verse a number of times. Whenever problem comes in life, what is the attitude of a devotee? A devotee is always grateful. Actually, gratitude is not a part of bhakti. Gratitude is bhakti, as His Holiness Radhanath Swami Maharaj was sharing once. The more we are grateful to Krishna, the more we advance in our devotional service. So therefore, Prabhupada writes there, the devotee accepts whatever comes in his life as the mercy of the Lord. Because he knows that I was about to suffer much more. And Krishna, out of his mercy, he has given me so less. As the mountain started sinking in the ocean, Lord himself incarnated as Kurmadev. He appeared as Kurma avatar. Shiti havipulatare tishtati tava preshte dharani dharana kila chakra garishte keshavadrita kurma sharira jai jagadisha hare. This is a beautiful bhajan written by Jaidev Goswami. He says, O Keshava, O Lord of the universe, O Lord Hari, who have assumed this form of a tortoise. All glories to you, O my Lord. Dharani dharana kina chakra garishte. And in this form as the tortoise, he gave support to this huge Mandar mountain. So, and when this Mandar mountain was there on the back of this Lord Kurma, it was moving, and it was huge mountain. And when this mountain was moving, the sensation of movement of this mountain was giving a very nice tickling sensation to Lord Kurma. Lord Kurma, when he appeared, his shell, his body extended 8 lakh miles. Such a huge tortoise. And when churning started, Lord Kurmadev, he was having this wonderful experience of a tickling sensation. He was having an itch, and the churning of the movement of this Mandar mountain was, relieving that itch of Kurma. So now, seeing this, all the devatas and the demons, they became very happy. With renewed enthusiasm, they again started churning. And when they were churning for a long, long time, the demons and the devatas, they started becoming very, very tired. Seeing that intense endeavor, they were working so very hard, but still nothing was coming out. They were becoming extremely tired, almost dying because of the pain. Extremely painful. Vasuki, he was becoming more and more agitated. So what Lord did? He mercifully entered in each of them and empowered them. So that is how we'll see how in this whole Samudra Manthan Leela, Supreme Lord himself is doing everything. So Lord Vishnu entered the Devatas and empowered them with the quality of mode of goodness. He entered demons and he empowered them with the quality of passion. He entered Vasuki and he empowered Vasuki with the quality of mode of ignorance. And then the churning, they became again enthusiastic to churn, started churning, and then in due course of time, this Mandar mountain started rising up, because of the movement of this Vasuki. The mountain was becoming unstable. So what he did, Lord himself took another incarnation as Ajita, as Sahusra Bahu. He appeared as thousand-handed form, and he sat on the top of this Mandar mountain. And he held the Mandar mountain with just one hand. All the devatas, Brahma, Shiva, Indra, everybody became very happy and offered prayers and showered flowers. Again, encouraged by the empowerment which was given by the Lord, demons and the devatas, they started churning with renewed energy. So interestingly, Lord Vishnu, he was everywhere. He was there above the mountain as Sahasramahu. He was below the mountain as Kurma. He was, on the side of the Devatas also as Ajita. He entered Vasuki as a mode of ignorance, entered the demons as a mode of passion, entered the Devatas as a mode of goodness. So in short, Krishna, the Supreme Lord, was doing himself everything. Churning was still continuing with much vigor. Vasuki, he had 1,000 eyes and mouth. As the churning was going on, he was becoming more and more, hotter and hotter. Because of friction with the mountain, his whole body was burning. He started emitting smoke and fire from his mouth. Blazing fire started coming out of the mouth of this Vasuki. All the demons who were there on the side of the front mouth of Vasuki started feeling intense fire, heat. They were burning. It appeared that they were like sarala trees which was getting burnt by forest fire. Again a calamity came. Even the demigods, because the fire which was coming out of the mouth of Vasuki was such intense, even demigods, they lost all their luster. Their cloths, ornaments, their weapons, everything became dark with smoke. Again, Lord made all the arrangements. Rains appeared, clouds appeared, started pouring rains, and breezes began to blow. And then all the devatas and all the demons, they got a feeling of relief. Now, Lord Ajita, he personally joined the churning. He himself went on the side of the Devatas. He started churning. Although they were churning for a long, long time, but still the nectar didn't appear. And as Lord Ajita, he was churning this milk ocean. His beautiful features are described. Megha Shyama Kanaka Paridhi Karna Vidyota Vidyun Murdni Bhrajata Vilulita Kacha Sraddharo Rakta Netraha Jaitre Dorbir Jagadabhaya Tairdandukshan Grihitva Matnan Mathna Pratigirir Iva Shobhat To Dhradhriti. It is described that Lord appeared as a black cloud. Megha Shyama. Kanaka Paridhi, he was wearing a beautiful yellow garment. Karna Vidyota Vidyun. He was wearing a beautiful, shining, shark-shaped earrings. Murdni Bhrajat, his hair was spread all over his shoulder, and he was wearing a garland of flowers. He had beautiful reddish eyes. With his glorious arms, Dorbhi, with his glorious arms, he was catching hold of this Vasuki, Grihitva. And then he began churning the milk ocean as Mandar as the churning rod. So yes, Sahasrabahu and Ajita, they are two different incarnations of the Lord. Sahasrabahu was seated on the top of mountain. Ajita was there on the side of Devatas. Lord incarnated in many forms, as Kurma, as Ajita, as Sahasrabahu, to just perform this Leela of Samudra Manthan. As this whole Manthan was going on, now the first thing which came out, the ocean became very perturbed. All the animals, all the aquatics which were there in this ocean were getting agitated and disturbed. They were coming out on the ocean surface. Tortoise, whales, crocodiles, everybody was getting disturbed by this churning. As this churning was going on, halahal poison appeared, started coming out. A black, thick black poison, halahal, started coming out of this ocean, started spreading in all the directions. Everybody became extremely disturbed. Devatas and the demons, they became extremely anxious. What to do now? It was a very, very deadly poison. It was spreading all over the place. Devatas, headed by Lord Vishnu, approached Lord Shiva for shelter. Why Lord Vishnu had to approach Lord Shiva? He was competent enough to, counteract this poison. What was the need? Why Lord Shiva? Why Lord Vishnu went with all the Devatas to Lord Shiva? One of the very beautiful qualities of Krishna is Sarva Saundarya Sangraham. He is the abode of all the beautiful, wonderful qualities. The most wonderful quality of Lord Krishna is Supreme Lord likes to give credit to others. That is the Adbhut Karmana of Krishna. And this theme has come many times in Bhagavatam. In the first canto also, we have heard that how Krishna, he didn't allow Yudhishthir Maharaj to get convinced by his own words, because he wanted to give credit to Bhishma Dev. Here also, Lord could have done it himself, but he wanted to glorify Lord Shiva. He wanted to make him very famous. He wanted to give him a moon of which would become the ornament. That's why all the Devatas headed by Lord Vishnu, they went to Lord Shiva. Lord Shiva, he was sitting on Kailash hill with Bhavani. He was surrounded by all the associates, great sages. They were worshipping him by different austerities, by different mantras. All the Devatas and the great sages, they were assembled there. They all offered their respectful obeisances to Lord Shiva. The demigods started offering beautiful, beautiful prayers to Lord Shiva. The demigods said, "O Lord, please save us of this fiery poison. O Mahadev, you are the super soul of all the jivas. You are the cause of their prosperity. Please protect us. We have come to you for shelter. So somebody may ask, Lord Shiva is in charge of annihilation. Lord Vishnu is in charge of creation. Then why Lord Vishnu is in charge of protection? Why all the Devatas and Vishnu, they went to Lord Shiva? Brahma creates and Shiva annihilates. And why Devatas, they are glorifying Lord Shiva as the super soul of all the jivas? So Prabhupada very nicely clarifies this doubt in the purport. He says that Brahma, Shiva, they are all incarnations of Vishnu. They are called Shakti Avesh avatars. They are endowed with special power like that of Lord Vishnu. Lord Vishnu is actually all pervading, but Lord Vishnu is empowering Lord Shiva, empowering Lord Vishnu, Lord Brahma with the special power. So therefore, whenever you see somebody glorifying Lord Shiva as a supreme, he is glorifying the potency of Lord Vishnu. We saw in the fourth canto also, after this Veerbhadra, he killed Daksha, and Lord Shiva was extremely angry. All the devatas headed by Brahma, they went to Kailash and they were offering similar type of prayers. They were glorifying Lord Shiva as a supreme personality. So therefore we have to understand that whenever such descriptions are given, they are indicating the Supreme Lord Vishnu, the potency of that Vishnu which is there in Lord Shiva. Just for example, if in a house of a billion, just like in our temple may own many vehicles, and each vehicle there may be an appointed driver. Driver is supposed to take care of the vehicle. So if you have to tell if the guest department in charge, vehicle in charge has to tell, okay, this guest has come, you take this car and take him. So what he'll tell, suppose Lakshman is the name of one of the drivers. He say, oh, Lakshman ka car leke jao, So the car is not belonging to Lakshman. He is not the owner. But the car is under the care of this driver now. That's why when you are speaking, it is natural to say, oh, Lakshman ka car leke jao. You take the car which is belonging to Lakshman. Similarly, all these devatas, Lord Shiva is the in charge of the destructive potency. He is an avatar of the Lord. And therefore, whenever such type of descriptions are there, we should know that Lord Vishnu is indicated by this. Lord Vishnu maintains, the demigods, they say, oh my Lord, you are the cause of bondage and you are the cause of liberation of all the jivas. Again, interesting thing. They say you create auspiciousness for everyone. Again, Prabhupada clarifies. Lord Vishnu actually maintains everyone. He is the supreme, all auspicious. So if one has to take shelter of Lord Vishnu, why devatas are taking shelter of Lord Shiva? They are doing so because Lord Vishnu acts through Lord Shiva. Whenever Lord Vishnu has to create this material creation, he does not do himself. He deputes Lord Shiva to take care of this creation. And Lord Shiva is the husband of material potency, Parvati, external energy of the Lord. So therefore, Lord Shiva is the controller of the material potency in one sense also. He's a husband. When Lord says in Bhagavad Gita, Aham bija pradah pita, sarvayonishu kaunteya murtaya sambhavantiya tasam brahma mahadiyonir aham bija pradah pita. So Lord Krishna is not personally getting involved in the act of procreating all the living entities. He is unattached. Lord is unattached to any material activities. All the material creation is done by his external potency. And that external potency is working under Lord Shiva. Lord Shiva is the husband of Durga. Therefore, Lord Shiva is worshipped on the level of Lord Vishnu many times. So that is the understanding. We should never be bewildered when the scriptures, when in Bhagavatam, in many places, you'll hear Lord Shiva being glorified as a supreme Lord. That is to show the potency of Lord Vishnu. So Devatas, they say, oh my Lord, you are self-effulgent, you are the supreme. You assume the names Brahma, Vishnu and Maheshwara. Again. So in every verse, they are glorifying Lord Shiva to be the supreme. Prabhupada again clarifies, this is a prayer which is offered to Lord Vishnu, who incarnates as Brahma and Lord Shiva. They say, you are the cause of all causes. You are the self-effulgent, invincible Brahman. You are the cause of all the Vedas. You are the cause of all the material elements, all the 5 elements and all the mind, senses. Everything is coming from you. You are the source of 3 modes. You are the source of Mahatattva. You are the source of time. So in this way, they are glorifying the Lord Shiva as all in all of entire creation. They are saying this fire element is coming from your mouth. In this way, they glorify Lord Shiva as the entire source of entire creation. So then, after glorifying Lord Shiva, they say, oh my Lord, destroying this poison is nothing for you. What we are asking is actually insignificant because you destroyed the whole sacrifice of Daksha. You are, by your just glance, this entire creation is getting burned at the time of annihilation. You don't even notice it. The fire which comes from your third eye destroys the entire universe and you don't even notice it. You destroyed the whole city of Tripurasur. So for you, this, drinking this, saving us from this poison is nothing. Then they say, oh my Lord, fools, they can't understand you. Only exalted people, they worship you. They glorify you. They know your actual glory. Shameless fools, they criticize you as being lusty when you are when you are wandering with with Goddess Uma. They are shameless. They don't realize the, glory of you, oh my Lord. They think you are a violent person. You are somebody who is mad when you are roaming around in crematorium, putting ashes all over your body. They don't understand you. Ignorant people cannot understand you, my Lord. We can also not understand you. We are created by Brahma. We are trying to glorify you as per our capacity. Whenever you are present, everything flourishes. You are the source of all auspiciousness. Oh my Lord, beyond this, we have no capacity to appreciate you. So Lord Shiva, when he heard all these prayers, he became very happy and satisfied. He is Ashutosh. He becomes completely pacified very, very easily. So interestingly, Lord spoke. He became very compassionate. And first of all, he spoke to Sati. So he begged for permission from Bhavani. He said, oh Bhavani, just see how all these living entities, they are troubling because of the effect of this poison. It is a duty of a master. I am master of all the living entities. It is a duty of the master to protect the subordinates. It is a duty of the master to protect all the suffering subordinates. Therefore, a devotee is always benevolent. So please give me permission to drink this poison, because devotees, they can even risk their own lives to give protection to their subordinates, to give protection to the innocent people. People in general, they are bewildered by Maya. They are always engaged in animosity amongst each other. Great devotees, great saints, they are not like that. Therefore, a Vaishnava is par dukkha dukhi. Whenever he sees somebody in trouble, he becomes so very affectionate. He is ready to help the subordinates. So therefore, as soon as this Lord Shiva, he asked permission from goddess Bhavani. Bhavani, she knew the power of her husband. She knew that my husband is much more powerful. She happily gave him permission. Lord Shiva, he very compassionately, he took the whole quantity of poison. He condensed it so that he could hold it in his hand, and he drank it. Prabhupada writes very nicely. He says, people, they imitate Lord Shiva by drinking bhang and ganja. If they want to imitate these activities of Lord Shiva, they should first imitate this activity of drinking poison. If they cannot drink poison, then they should not drink smoke also. They should not smoke ganja. They should not drink. And Lord Shiva, he drank this poison. This whole poison created a blue line on the neck of Lord Shiva. And that's how Lord Shiva got the name Nilkantha. It became the ornament for Lord Shiva. That is the glory of Lord Shiva. Tapyante lokatapena sadavo prayashojana paramaradhanam taddi purushasya akhilatmanaha. And then Shukdev Goswami says, what is the best, highest worship of Lord? Tapyante lokatapena sadhavo prayashojana. Great persons, they are ready to accept voluntary suffering for the welfare of people in general. Paramaradhanam taddi, that is the greatest way of serving the Supreme Lord. If we are ready to suffer distress for the welfare of others, that is the greatest service. And we can see in the life of Prabhupada, he was very nicely situated in Vrindavan. Everybody knew him as a very great saint. He was a writer, he was a well-established preacher. Everybody knew him. He was famous. Even he had met President and Prime Minister of India. What was the need for Prabhupada to go all the way to America and undergo so many difficulties? Tapyante lokatapena sadhavo prayashojana paramaradhanam tadhi. That is the symptom of a saintly personality. He is ready to suffer all the problems for spreading this message of the Krishna consciousness. Because he knows that Krishna consciousness is the highest welfare activity. And Prabhupada quotes these verses from Bhagavad Gita, where Krishna himself says, Idam tu te yaidam paramam guhyam madbhakte shobidhasyati bhakti mai param kritva mame vaishyatya samshaya. Those who tell this knowledge to others, they will come to me for sure. That person is very, very dear to me. Nacha tasman manushyesu kaschan me priyakrittamaha bhavitana cha me tasmad anyah priyataro bhuvi. He is very, very dear to me. A preacher of Krishna consciousness is most dear to the Supreme Lord. Therefore, one should endeavor to preach this message. And Lord Shiva, when he took this nectar, when he drank this poison, this act was glorified by Bhavani, Lord Shiva, Lord Brahma, and all the Devatas, Indra. As Lord Shiva was drinking this poison, some of the drops of this poison fell out of his hands. And all the poisonous animals, like scorpions and the snakes and the cobras, they took the opportunity and they drank this poison. And they also became more and more poisonous. So that is the end of the 7th chapter, And this is how we can see in this slide. Lord is involved in every action in this whole Samudra Manthan Leela. First of all, Lord desired Samudra Manthan, and then he instructed the Devatas how to chant. Then he restored when the demons and the Devatas were injured because of the Mandara mountain. And then he took this whole Mandara mountain on the top and put it on the top of Garuda, back of Garuda. And then he told Garuda to leave. And then he tricked the demons into holding the head of Vasuki. And then he himself became Kurmadev. He himself became Sahasrabahu. He encouraged the Devtas and the demons and Vasuki by 3 modes. And when everybody was burning because of the fire coming out of the mouth of Vasuki, he showered rains. As Ajita, he took side of the Devtas and he gave credit to Lord Shiva. So this is how Lord himself is doing everything in this Samudra Manthan Leela. And then this 8th chapter starts, that is entitled as the churning of milk ocean. After Lord Shiva drank the poison, again the demons and the Devtas, they began churning the milk ocean with renewed enthusiasm. And as they were churning now, different elements, different animals, different articles, they started coming out of the churning of this milk ocean. First, Surbhi cow appeared. The Surbhi cow, when she appeared, all the great sages, they desired to take this Surbhi cow, because from the Surbhi cow they would get milk, and from that milk they could make ghee, which is required for all the sacrificial purposes. So therefore all the sages, they took this Surbhi cow. And then a very wonderful horse, Uchchaishrava, he appeared. When this Uchchaishrava appeared, Bali Maharaj, he desired to acquire this Uchchaishrava. Indra and all the Devtas, they did not oppose, because Lord had told them, whatever the Devtas want, please do not oppose. Just give them whatever they want. Just give them. And then a series of other things appeared. Aravat appeared. Aravat was a large white elephant with 4 tusks. When he appeared, Lord Indra, he desired it and he acquired. And then after that, 8 male and female elephants appeared, and they could go in any direction. Then Kaustuba Mani and Padmarag Mani appeared. And Lord Vishnu, he desired to take that money, and it became the ornament on the neck of Lord Vishnu. Then Parijat flower appeared, which was able to fulfill the desires of everyone. This Parijat tree was kept in celestial planets. After that, many Apsaras, the heavenly damsels, they appeared. With their attractive movements, slow, attractive movements, smiling faces, they could attract everyone. They could bewilder everyone. They became the glory of heavenly planets. And then Goddess Lakshmi also appeared, Rama Devi. She was very, very beautiful, sparkling like lightning. And ultimately, she married Lord Vishnu. We'll hear about this in great detail now. And then at the end of this chapter, it is described how Varuni wine appeared, and then Dhanvantari appeared. So as they were churning this ocean, all the articles came, and then after this, Lakshmi Devi appeared. Lakshmi Devi, when she appeared, she was so very beautiful, appeared like electricity, surpassing the lightning of, all the marble mountains. She was looking so very beautiful. When Lakshmi Devi appeared, she had all the beautiful bodily features, youthful complexion, and she was attracting the minds of everyone, including Devatas, demons, and everyone. All of them, they desired her, especially her wealth. Prabhupada writes, obtaining the favor of Lakshmi Devi is the desire of everyone in this world. Everyone wants that Lakshmi Devi should show mercy. But interestingly, Lakshmi Devi is the property of Lord Narayan. If we want Lakshmi Devi without serving Lord Narayan, then Lakshmi will not stay. That's why Lakshmi is called Chanchala. She is restless. She cannot stay at one place. There is only one place where Lakshmi Devi stays firm. That is at the lotus feet of Lord Vishnu. Janodvayam jalajalocanaya jananya lakshmya khulasya survanditaya vidhatu urvornidhaya pakarpallavarochishayat samlalitam hridhi vibhora bhavasya kurayat. You will always find Lakshmi Devi massaging the lotus feet of Lord Vishnu. Lakshmi Devi is a supreme devotee of Lord. He is Bhagavat Para. And she only favors those who are devotees of the Lord. In the fifth canto also, we have heard the beautiful prayers of Lakshmi Devi which she offers to Kamadev. Kamadev is a form of Lord himself. She says, "Oh my Lord, there are many people who want my favor, but I am not pleased with any of them. I show mercy only to devotees of you, O my Lord." Similarly, Lord Shiva, he appeared in front of Prachetas. And Prachetas, they were bewildered. How come, actually Parikshit Maharaj, he asked Shukdev Goswami, how come Lord Shiva appeared in front of Prachetas? To get darshan of Lord Shiva is not so easy. How he appeared on his own in front of Prachetas? Yap param brahma sakshat trigunaji sangitat prapannam vasudevam bhagwantam vasudevam prapanna sa priyosime. Lord Shiva himself tells that because you are devotees of Lord Vishnu, prapanna vasudeva, those who are surrendered to Lord Vasudeva, they are very, very dear to me. So Lakshmi favors only the pure devotees of the Lord. And therefore, everybody, when they were seeing Lakshmi Devi, everybody was desiring her. When Lakshmi Devi appeared, various personalities came. They offered various articles to Lakshmi Devi. Indra came, he offered a beautiful, shining, effulgent throne. Personified rivers, they came, they brought water in golden pots, and Abhishek of Lakshmi Devi was performed. Mother Earth came and gave all the herbs. Cows came, they offered Panchagavya. They offered milk, yogurt, ghee, and cow dung and cow urine. Then Vasanta season, personified Vasanta season came and gave the beautiful fragrant flowers of spring. And then the various sages, they came. They performed the bathing ceremony, Abhishek of Lakshmi Devi. All the Gandharvas came and started singing beautiful songs in the glorification of Lakshmi Devi. Many professional women, they came and they started dancing and singing for the pleasure of Lakshmi Devi. And then there are personified clouds who appeared there. They started playing drums. They started playing conch shell, bugles. And then after that, great elephants appeared. They started bathing her with the water they had brought in their trunks. Ocean came, offered yellow silken garments. Lord Varuna, he came and he offered a flower garland. This garland was so very fragrant that it was surrounded by bees. Bees were continuously humming around this garland. Vishwakarma came and he offered varieties of ornaments to Lakshmi Devi. Goddess Saraswati offered a necklace. Brahmaji himself gave lotus flower. That's why Lakshmi Devi, she's always carrying lotus in her hand. Shri Rupini Kvanayati Charanarvindam Leelam Bhujena Harisadmani Mukta Doshah Samlakshate Svatika Kudya Upetya Hemnim Sammarjati Vayadunugrahane Anya Yatnaha. So although Supreme Goddess of Fortune, she is so very beautiful, everyone is ready to serve her. All the personalities of the creation, they are ready to serve her. But what she is doing? She has lotus flower in one hand, and with other hand, she is brooming the floor of Vaikuntha. That is the actual understanding of Lakshmi Devi. She is only concerned with serving the Supreme Lord. Now, when Lakshmi Devi appeared, everybody desired to marry her. But Lakshmi Devi, because she was born from ocean, Now she had to get married. She was given a chance of Swayamvar. She started moving around, observing every person. She was smiling with shyness. As she was walking around, her cheeks, they were decorated with, very beautiful shining earrings. As she was roaming around, she was looking extremely beautiful. She was observing each and every personality there. She was having a golden complexion. She was appearing like a creeper of gold. As she walked about, she was, observing each and every personality. She had a thin waist. She was wearing ankle bells. As she was walking, the ankle bells were jingling very softly. She was scrutinizingly examining every personality because she wanted to marry a person who had no faults. He was examining everyone, but she could not find any personality without a fault. As she was examining, her eye fell on Durvasa Muni. She understood that he had a wonderful quality of austerity, but there is a defect in him. He becomes too angry. Then she saw Brihaspati. Brihaspati, she realized that he is a very, very wonderful person. He has all the knowledge, but still he has material desires. He saw Brahmaji. She realized he is the greatest of the personality, but he is also having lusty desires. In this way, she saw Indra. She realized he has greatness, but still he has to depend on others. He's not a supreme independent personality. He saw Shukracharya. She saw Shukracharya and she realized that this person is very friendly, religious, but he is not friendly to everyone. He makes partialities, he makes discrimination, he favors the demons more. In this way, she saw Daksha also. She realized, although he is, renounced, but still he has he will not attain liberation because still he has material desires. She saw four Kumaras. She found that they are free from all the modes. They are liberated souls, but still they are, looking like children. They are not appropriate for marriage. She saw Bali Maharaj. He had a long life, but still he was a demon. He did not have good behavior. In this way, she properly, scrutinizingly examined even Lord Shiva. She realized that he is a very great personality, has all the good qualities, but he has many inauspicious habits. He's wearing snakes in his body. He, smears his body with crematorium ash. He wears a garland of skulls and he's surrounded by hobgoblins. She did not like anyone. Then after scrutinizingly studying every personality, she came to the conclusion that Lord Mukunda is the only one who has no faults. Although Lord Mukunda, he did not desire Lakshmi Devi. Lord is Atmaram. He does not need anyone. But Lakshmi Devi, she desired. She accepted Lord Vishnu as her husband. She went forward. He garlanded Lord Vishnu with the garland of lotus flowers which she was holding in her hand. This garland was surrounded by humming bees. As she garlanded, she was waiting for the Lord to accept her on his chest. And that's how when Lord Vishnu, he accepted Lakshmi Devi, she became very happy. All the devatas and the wives of the devatas, Gandharvas, Apsaras, they started dancing. There was a celebration going on there. Everybody was jubilant. By the blessings of Lakshmi Devi, the devatas, they became very, very effulgent, powerful, enriched with all the fortune. But because the demons, they were neglected by Lakshmi Devi, they felt discouraged, depressed, bewildered. They became shameless. After Lakshmi Devi, Varuni appeared. Varuni Devi, Athasid Varuni Devi Kanya Kamal Lochana Asura Jagrisus Tamvai Harer Anumatenate. Varuni Devi appeared, personified goddess Varuni, who was able to control all the drunkards. She appeared as a very beautiful girl, young looking girl. And with the permission of the Supreme Lord, the demons, they accepted. Bali Maharaj, he took possession of this Varuni. And then after this, Dhanvantari appeared. Dhanvantari, as the churning continued, this Dhanvantari appeared. He was a very strong young man. He had a blackish complexion. He was wearing lots of garments, ornaments. He was wearing a very wonderful silken garment. He was having a garland of lotus flowers around his neck. And he was looking a very, very strong, stout man. He was carrying a jug filled with nectar. And this is the incarnation of Dhanvantari, who is the fountainhead of all the Ayurvedic knowledge. He is a master of medical science. As soon as this Dhanvantari appeared, the demons, they snatched away the nectar, the pot of nectar which was there in his hand. Although Dhanvantari was very, very powerful, but he could not keep the pot of nectar in his hand. And the demons, as they snatched away this pot of nectar, the devatas, they started, becoming so very discouraged. They became very anxious. Lord Hari assured devatas, "O devatas, O demigods, please do not be aggrieved. I will make arrangements that in due course of time you will get the nectar. Don't worry. I will devise a plan by which they will quarrel amongst themselves and you will get the nectar." And for sure, the demons, they got nectar. They started quarreling amongst each other. And Shukdev Goswami speaks a very wonderful verse. Mitha kalira bhutesham tadarthe tarshachetasam aham purvam natvam iti prabho. So as the powerful demons, they caught hold of this nectar, there was a quarrel which started between them. Mitha kalira bhut. For what? Tarshachetasam, for nectar. Every demon wanted that I will drink this nectar first. Aham purvam, natvam, not you. You cannot drink it first. I will drink it first. You are from a lower demoniac family. I am from a higher demoniac family. I will drink nectar first. I am more powerful than you. I will drink nectar first. Repeatedly they were saying like this. I shall drink first because I am coming from a higher family. I have a higher education. Prabhupada describes, the first concern of a non-devotee is personal sense gratification. The first concern of a devotee is how to satisfy the senses of the Supreme Lord. So here, all the demons, so far, they were working together to get this nectar. As soon as the nectar appeared, started fighting amongst each other. Devotees, they are doing everything just to please the Supreme Lord. Similar verse comes in the 10th canto also. Krishna was with all the cowherd boys in Vrindavan forest. And every day the cowherd boys, they would play various games. One day Krishna went away in the forest looking at the beauty of the forest. And all the other boys, they decided to play. They, decided that whoever will touch Krishna first, he will become the winner. And in this way, all of them, they started running towards Krishna. And they were also speaking the same verse, almost similar, Yadi dure gatam Krishna vana shobhe kshanayana aham purvam iti samsprashyare mire. When Krishna, he would go away in the forest to see the beauty of the forest, all the cowherd boys, they would run. I will touch Krishna first. I will touch Krishna first. But Acharyas, they describe the intentions of these cowherd boys. the cowherd boy, every cowherd boy is thinking that if I run faster, seeing me, this other Gopa will be inspired. He will run faster than me. He will touch Krishna first. That is Vrindavan consciousness. That is called transcendental competition. Just like Prabhupada, he would always inspire devotees. Now book distribution month is coming. He would inspire devotees that you should do more and more book distribution. There should be a competition between devotees, but that should not be a material competition. There should be no tinge of envy. The book distribution is not to show our supremacy, it is to serve Krishna. So we should do book distribution in such a way that doing book distribution in better way, other devotees will be inspired. They will do it in a much better way. So that is a Vrindavan competition. As they were fighting, the weaker demons, they started forbidding this stronger demons. They were saying that, look, this is not right. The demigods have also taken part in the churning. They have also endeavored equally. They should also be given their part. According to dharma, they should be given their part of nectar. This is how everything is going on. As all this, chaos and the discussion, argument going on, Lord Vishnu, to subdue all the demons, to counteract any unfavorable situation, he took a form of a most beautiful woman, Mohini Murti. Extremely beautiful form which nobody had ever seen. This form of Mohini Murti, it was pleasing to the eyes and the mind of everyone assembled there. Demons, when they saw Mohini Murti, they became completely mesmerized. And Shukdeva Goswami describes the beauty of Mohini Murti in choicest words. She had very nice, beautiful cheeks, raised nose, thin waist, face full of youthful luster. She was having a restless eyes. She was looking around everywhere. She was having the complexion like of a blackish lotus. She was looking extremely beautiful. She was wearing a clean sari, garland. There was garland in her hair, and she was wearing all the beautiful ornaments, necklace in her neck. As she was walking, she was wearing ankle bells, which were making a very nice tinkling sound. A beautiful fragrance, very attractive fragrance was coming from her body, which attracted the minds of everyone. Even honeybees were coming around and buzzing around her. And with the movement of her eyebrows, she was attracting everyone around. Equally, demigods and demons, they were attracted. But demons, they became more lusty when they saw her. Every demon desired to possess her. That is the appearance of Mohini Murti. And that is the end of the 8th chapter. So we'll stop here. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Granth Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. Anybody has any questions? You can please ask.
Hare Krishna.
Yes, Hare Krishna.
What is the difference between Rudra and Shankara and Shiva?
Rudra and Shankar, they are same. Shiva, there is a Sada Shiva, the actual original form of Lord Shiva who is there in the spiritual world. On the junction of the spiritual world and the material world, there is a Sadashiva Loka also. There Lord Shiva is there eternally residing. And from him, all the incarnations, all the avatars of Lord Shiva, expansions of Lord Shiva, they enter the material universes. So Rudra is another name of Lord Shiva, no difference. So Rudra is the presiding deity of mode of ignorance. But Sadashiva is the that form from which all the incarnations, all the expansions of Shiva, they enter every material creation. Okay.
So who was this one?
He is Lord Shiva who is there in this universe. In every universe there is a Lord Shiva who is residing on the Kailash hill. We discussed about this Kailash in the Bhumandala, on the junction. In the Himalaya mountain, there is a Kailash also in the greater Himalaya, not our Himalaya, in the Bharatvarsh. So there, Lord Shiva is always residing. And also in Elaborate Varsha, we saw Lord Shiva has a place where he's always residing with Bhavani. So that is the description of Lord Shiva, which is described here.
Okay, thanks.
Any other questions anybody has? Okay, so we'll stop here. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna, Srila Prabhupada ki jai.